In the relentless rhythm of modern life, peace seems like a distant shore. But what if tranquility wasn't a destination, but a way of navigating the journey? The art of living is neither careless drifting on the one hand nor fearful clinging to the past on the other. It consists in being sensitive to each moment, in regarding it as utterly new and unique, in having the mind open and wholly receptive. Narrator: life's trials are inevitable, but our response to them, that's where our power lies. You have to regard yourself as a cloud in the flesh, because you see, clouds never make mistakes. Did you ever see a cloud that was misshapen? Did you ever see a badly designed wave? No, they always do the right thing. The narrator: Watts challenges us to see beyond our perceived realities, to understand that our struggles, our fears, our very identities are as transient as clouds in the sky. If you say that getting the money is the most important thing, you'll spend your life completely wasting your time. You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living. That is to go on doing things you don't like doing, which is stupid. In our quest for security, we often sacrifice the very essence of living. Watts invites us to question our fundamental assumptions about success and happiness. The meaning of life is just to be alive. It is so plain and so obvious and so simple, and yet everybody rushes around in a great panic as if it were necessary to achieve something beyond themselves. The key, Watts teaches us, is not to eliminate challenges, but to change our relationship with them, to observe rather than absorb, to flow rather than fight. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. In embracing change, in joining the dance of life, we discover a profound truth, our interconnectedness with all things. So, you are an aperture through which the universe is looking at and exploring itself. To have faith is to trust yourself to the water. When you swim, you don't grab hold of the water, because if you do, you will sink and drown. Instead, you relax and float. Watts teaches us that true courage isn't the absence of fear, but the willingness to move forward despite it, to trust in the fundamental benevolence of the universe. This is the real secret of life, to be completely engaged with what you are doing in the here and now. And instead of calling it work, realize it is play. In reframing our perspective, in seeing life as play rather than work, we unlock a profound source of joy and creativity. The future is a concept. It doesn't exist. There is no such thing as tomorrow. There never will be, because time is always now. That's one of the things we discover when we stop talking to ourselves and stop thinking. We find there is only present, only an eternal now. A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts. So he loses touch with reality and lives in a world of illusions. Watts challenges us to break free from the tyranny of constant thought, to experience reality directly, unfiltered by our preconceptions and judgments. The art of living is neither careless drifting on the one hand, nor fearful clinging to the past on the other. It consists in being sensitive to each moment, in regarding it as utterly new and unique, in having the mind open and wholly receptive. You are a function of what the whole universe is doing, in the same way that a wave is a function of what the whole ocean is doing. Watts' teachings offer us more than just a philosophy. They provide a practical approach to living, a way of being in the world that transforms our experience from one of struggle to one of flow. The meaning of life is just to be alive. It is so plain and so obvious and so simple. And yet everybody rushes around in a great panic as if it were necessary to achieve something beyond themselves. In embracing Alan Watts's wisdom, we unlock the door to a life of profound peace and unshakable resilience. We learn not just to weather life's storms, but to dance in the rain. This is the real secret of life, to be completely engaged with what you are doing in the here and now. And instead of calling it work, realize it is play. The journey to inner peace is not a destination but a way of traveling. With Alan Watts as our guide, we learn to navigate life's complexities with grace, wisdom, and an unshakable sense of serenity. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel